welcome back. So today I'm going to be doing a really highly requested video, and it's been requested by you guys ever since I posted my makeup collection here on my channel. It is of course my brush collection I'm talking about. I asked you guys in my makeup collection if you wanted to see such a video, and most guys said yes, please show us. So I'm going to share with you all of my brushes today, or most of them. I would say I've got some brushes that I never ever use, but I'm going to share those brushes with you that I'm really happy that I've got and that I use like when I do my makeup. So without further ado, I really hope that you'll enjoy this video. Please remember, I'm not trying to brag, show off, or any of that nasty shit. I am just trying to share with you my makeup collection and show you my makeup and my brushes and all of that jazz, and hopefully this is going to be helpful for you guys. I love you so much, I hope you know that. I am talking way too much. This is going to be a really talkative video, but without further ado, let's begin. So the way that I've decided to organize this video is that I'm going to show you all of my different makeup brushes from the different makeup brands. So I think I want to start out with all of my Real Techniques brushes. So just my overall thought of Real Techniques brushes is that I absolutely love them. I think they are so great, they're so affordable as well, so I think most people can afford to buy them, and I just think they're so well developed and well thought out, and I just want to give a huge shout out to Sam and Nick for doing such amazing brushes, and I will leave their YouTube channel down below because I think they're absolutely amazing. They're pixie woo and I think they're incredible. I just really want to meet them one day. Most of the brushes I really love, and the thing that I love as well is that they come in kind of like sets or collections. So the way they've kind of like thought about it is that you can actually buy like a starter set where you get all of those starter brushes that you need to do your eyes, and also the core collection where you can do like face makeup and so on. So it comes in sets sometimes. You can also buy them individually, some of the brushes, but I just think that is so smart, and you really get a lot of value for the money. And lastly, with all of Real Techniques brushes, they are all synthetic brushes, so they're all cruelty free, they're all vegan friendly, which is nice as well, but they're still really high quality. The first collection that I want to share with you is the Duo Fiber collection. It comes with 3 different brushes, and the first one here is the little Duo Fiber eye brush, great for blending. Then you get the Duo Fiber contour brush. I think this one is great for either blending in like bronzer or blush, but you can also use it to set your under eye area or some highlighting, so it's really like a multi-function brush. And the last one is called Duo Fiber Face Brush, which is great for powdering your face, obviously. And I like these brushes because they're so soft, and as you can see, they're duo fibers as well. They're just lovely brushes, and they just distribute the right amount of product onto your face. The next set that they came out with was the starter set. It comes with the base shadow brush, great for packing on loads of color and eyeshadow on your lids. Then you've got the deluxe crease brush, which is for your crease obviously, and this one is really great for buffing in eyeshadow. I know it sounds weird, but it's so good for that. Then it comes with the accent brush, which is great for small detail work in the inner corners or under the brow or stuff like that. And then it comes with Pixie Point eyeliner brush. I don't really ever use this one, if I must be honest. Sometimes I use it just to clear up my lips, but other than that I don't really use this one. And the last one is called Brow Brush, which is obviously for the brows. I just think it's a bit too thick to use if you've got some really like thin brows. So if you've got thin brows, this is not really the brow pen or pencil for you. The next collection is called Core Collection, and it came with 4 brushes, but I've only got 3 of them because the buffing brush, you know, I had to throw it out because I've used it that much, so I have to get a new one. But I've got 3 of the brushes from that set, and the first one is the Detailer brush, which is great for doing some detail work if you wanna, I don't know, use it for concealing a huge zit or pimple or anything like that. Then you've got the Pointed Foundation brush, which I also use for concealer. I don't really use it for like foundation. And the last one is one of my favorite brushes, and it's called the Contour brush. And this is great for obviously contouring, but I also like it for blush and highlighter and also powdering under my eyes and setting my face. You know, it's just such a multitasker brush as well, so I love it. They also came out with a Travel Essentials set, which came with 3 different brushes. The first one here is called Dome Shadow Brush. Once again, I really like this one for blending in my crease. It also comes with the Essential Foundation brush, not really a brush that I use that much. The reason why I wanted this set was actually because of this brush. It is the multitask brush. You can use it for foundation, for powders, bronzer, whatever really. It is such a multitask brush, so the name is just so true. And as I said, you can also buy some of the brushes individually. So here are some of those that I bought individually. The first one here is the setting brush, which is probably my favorite brush of all of Real Techniques brushes. It is the best for highlighting right here on the nose as well. You can also use it to set your under eye area. It is just an amazing little brush. I love it. Then I've got the Expert Face brush. Many people like to use this one for foundation. I, however, like to use it for concealer because it is so dense, so you can really pack on a lot of product in one specific area. Next is the Retractable bronzer brush, which is great for traveling. As you can see, it's a really nice, big, fluffy boy, and you can do like this, and it comes with a lid, and then you can have it in your bag. Then I've got the shading brush, which is great for packing on like eyeshadow or doing some detail work. I like this one as well. And then we have the blush brush, which is so difficult to say. I don't really like this brush for like blush because I think it's a bit too big and I don't really like the shape of it, but I like to use it for my contour and if I really want to bronze up my face. So that's nice for that job. And the last one is the powder brush. This is just a big fluffy powder brush, as you can see, great if you just want to powder your entire face really quickly. I've also got the foundation brush, which you can see is kind of like angled and slim, and honestly I never use this brush. I don't know why I bought it. And recently Real Techniques came out with this new Bold Metals collection, which is a bit more of an high-end, like pricier, better brush collection. As you may be able to see, the design is just so nice. It's either golden or silver or rose gold, and they're just so beautiful and so soft. It's like some of the softest brushes ever, and they're so nice quality. And they're kind of like weighted as well, so as you can see, in the end they're a bit more pointed, but down here there's a lot of weight in it, so you just have the right way of holding the brush. So I really like that. But the ones that I've got, there are like, I think there are like 6 or 7 brushes in total from that collection. I've only got 4. The ones that I've got are the number 200, which is for eyeshadows, great for packing on eyeshadows and actually also for blending. Then I've got the brush called 300, which is a blush brush. You can use it for blush. I like to use it for my highlighter as well. And then you've got the brush 301. This is made for contouring. I think it's great for like cream contouring. I tried to use it for like powder bronzer and I didn't really like it for that. So I don't really use this one that much because it's very dense. And the last one is called 100, which is a big powder brush. Obviously, as you can see, it's very nice and fluffy, great for powder. Then we move on to my lovelies, my Bobbi Brown brushes. And I must say, if there's one thing that I really love about Bobbi Brown, it's their brushes. They are so good. Seriously, so high quality. Some of them are synthetic, some of them are real, like goat hair or pony hair. So I'll just run through them and tell you a bit more about them. The first one here is called the Blender brush, and this one is so great for blending in eyeshadow, obviously, but you can also use it to set your under eye area with some powder. It is made for only powder products because it is made from pony hair, so it's really soft and lovely. The next one is called the Cream Shadow brush, and obviously that one is made for cream products, so cream, shadows, stuff like that. You can also use it for concealer if that's what you want, and as you can see, it's got kind of like a rounded edge and it's very dense in its hairs because it's synthetic. The next brush is called Eye Sweep brush, and I love this brush if I just want to sweep on some like flesh toned eyeshadow on my entire lid. It is just so quick and easy to use this brush. It is made from soft goat hair. This brush is made for powder products only. If you use cream products in it, it will stick to the brush. Next up, we've got the concealer blending brush. It is made to be used for blending in concealer and corrector under the eyes, but you can also use it to touch up around the nose area or any sits or spots, whatever. And this is also made from synthetic hair, so it's very dense and you've got a lot of like control with this brush, which I like. And I would say if you want to, you can also use this one for cream shadows. The next brush is called the Definer brush, and I love this brush so much because you can use it for so many different things. You can use this brush for both cream and powder products because it is a mixture of pony hair and synthetic hairs. So it's great for both things. And you can use it in your brows, you can use it to do eyeliner and wing liner because it's a very dense brush, so you have so much control with this brush. Next up is the ever so famous ultrafine eyeliner brush. It looks like this. It is made obviously for eyeliner. It is made especially for Bobbi Brown's gel eyeliner, and what I also like is that it's got like a tapered end, as you can see, so it is thinner out here in the end, which is really nice. You've once again got so much control. Then we've got this smoky eyeliner brush, which is great for if you want to do a smoky eyeliner or smoke out any eyeshadows. I really like to use this one if I want to smoke out any eyeshadow in some specific areas. You can also use it to smoke out your gel eyeliner. It really depends on the look that you want. So it's a very multitasker brush. Once again, I really like it. And now I'm going to show you my ultimate favorite brush from Bobbi Brown. It is just the best, and that's also why I've got 2 of them, because I use it every single day. It is the sheer powder brush. It is amazing. It is made from goat hair and it's so soft, but not too soft. You can use it to set your makeup, you know, like with powder. You can use it for blush, bronzer, highlighter. It is just such a miracle worker. I love it, and it just gives off the right amount of product because it is not too dense, but it's not too fluffy either. Oh, it's just such great brushes. Seriously, if I had to advise you to go for one great like powder brush, this would be it. And because they're made from real natural hair, they're best for powder products. The next brush is called Blush Brush, which is obviously made for blusher. And it is also made from some really soft and lovely goat hair, and it is just so freaking soft, you won't even believe. It's one of the softest brushes from Bobbi Brown, definitely. And it is also made for only powder products and obviously for doing your blusher. Next up, we've got the powder brush, and I like this one because it's a bit more tapered at the end, as you can see. It is also made from some soft goat hair, and it's just really great for powdering your face. I just think it's so nice because you can also get under the eyes as well with this one because it's a bit more tapered at the end. The next brush is called the Face Blender, and this one is once again one of those multi-use brushes. You can use it for so many different things. It is made from goat hair once again, and it's just so soft and fluffy. You can use it. Some people actually like to use it for foundation, like liquid foundation. I wouldn't do that because it clings to the hairs, and because it's very fluffy, it kind of like settles into the hairs as well. So when you use it for that, it can be a bit difficult to clean, but great for all powder products like blusher, highlighter, if you want to highlight some more of your face, and also bronzer, powder, whatever. You can use it for so many different things. And the last brush in my collection of my Bobbi Brown brushes is the Full Coverage Face Brush. And this is obviously made for if you want full coverage. It is made from synthetic, very dense Takaloon hairs, and the bristles, they are very short and tight and very tightly packed, if you can see what I mean. And you can also use this one for mineral foundation, like mineral powder, if you want some more coverage. That sounded weird. Coverage. And now I want to move on with all of my matte brushes, and I have got like kind of like a special bond with the matte brushes because matte brushes was some of the first brushes that I ever had in my collection, so they've got a special place in my heart, definitely. And I must say, MAC, they do some really great brushes as well. The first brush I want to show you is the 217 brush, and as you can see, I've got 4 of them because it's my favorite blending brush. I haven't found any other blending brushes that blend just as well as these, and I must say, whenever I do my makeup, I always use these, so that's why I've got 4 different ones, because I always use this brush. And it is great for both cream and powder products, and it is just such a soft and lovely brush. It's got kind of like the right density and the right tightness in the hairs, so it's just great for blending. I must say, to me, this is just one of those brushes that is like a must-have in any girl's brush collection. The next brush is called 219 Pencil Brush, and as you can see, it's got kind of like this pencil shape, and you can be really precise with this one. I like to use it for like highlighting, or if I want to do some precision work, whatever. You can use both cream and powder products with this brush. Then we've got this brush called 239 Eyeshadow Brush. Great if you want to pack on a lot of eyeshadow because it's very dense in its hairs, and it's kind of flat as well, as you can see, so you can really pack on a lot of eyeshadow in one specific area, and that's what I really like to do. And I think this one works best for powder products because, once again, the cream products will kind of like gather in the hairs. The next brush I want to share with you is the 266 Angled Small Brush, and as you can see, it's an angled brush, which is really small, so you can use it for your brows. That's what I do. I use it as my brow brush, but you can also use it for like gel eyeliners or whatever. Now I just quickly want to show you this little set here. It came out with a collection. I can't really remember it, some years ago. I'll leave it down below in the description box. But they look like this, and they're very small, as you can see, and they're very short as well in the body, so they're great for traveling. And It is called the 286 SE brush, which is a dual fiber. They're all dual fiber brushes. This one is great for blending eyeshadows. Then you've got the 130 SE, which is kind of like the 130 brush from them as well, just with a shorter, I don't know, body. And the last one is called 187 SE, and as you can see, it's great for powder because it's very fluffy and great. Oh yeah, and it also came with this little one here, which is called 282 SE, which is a bit more dense and great for, I like to use it for concealer actually. The next one is called 224 Tapered Blending Brush, and this one is so good. It's a bit bigger than the 217, so you can be a bit more like, I don't know, diffuse your color even more with this one than with the 217. So I like it if I really want to blend the hell out of my eyeshadows. So it's really great for that job, and you can also use it to set the under eye area as well. I just think it's such a great multitask brush and I like it very much. The next one is called 286 Dual Fiber Tapered Blending Brush, and this one is so good. This is actually also one of my favorite like blending brushes because it's like a dual fiber brush. It is really good for blending because it doesn't leave on too much product on the skin. The next brush here is called 212 Flat Definer Brush, and honestly I'm not sure why I ever bought this one. I like to use it sometimes for my inner corner highlights or if I want to like precise my brows a bit more. I also use it sometimes when I want to clean up my lip area, but other than that I never really use this brush. The next brushes here are the 168 Large Angled Contour Brushes, and I've got two of these because they're my favorite for like contouring or bronzing up my skin. They're so great because as you can see, it's got a really nice angle to them, so they've got kind of like the right shape for your face actually, and I just really like them. They're great. And here's the 130 Short Dual Fiber Face Brush, and I really like this one. You can use it for foundation and yeah, whatever really. I like actually to use it to mix in or like blend in my cream contour. I've got the 150 brush, which is a big powder brush, as you can see, just great for powdering your face, and yeah, I like the shape of it as well, and yeah, it's just very rounded and pretty and good and soft and lovely and a great powder brush. And the last brush I've got is the 182 Buffer Brush, or Kabuki brush if you ask me. And this one is great for buffing in like powder onto your skin. It's got kind of like this dome shape, I don't know if you can see that, but it's great for traveling because it's small and petite, and that is nice. The next brushes I'm going to share with you are from Cool Cos, and like a year ago or something like that I was working with Cool Cos for some different things. And therefore I got all of the brushes, which I'm really happy about because they're actually really great brushes. But one thing that really irritates me is that the name of the actual brush doesn't say it on the actual brush. So you don't really know exactly what they're called unless you go onto the website. So I'll just try to run through them as quickly as possible. The first one here is a pencil brush. It is a bit rounded in the end, but not very much, and yeah, it's great for doing detailing work. And the next brush is called Eyeshadow Brush, and this is just great for packing on a lot of eyeshadow onto your lids, so it's nice for that job. Then we've got the Definer Brush, which is a bit more angled, as you can see. I like this one once again for detail work and stuff like that. We've got a lip brush, which you can also have with you in your handbag because it looks like this. It comes in a little bullet, which I think is nice. And it's great if you want to use a lip brush for applying a lipstick. We've got a little spoolie, which I really like. I always use a spoolie in my brows, you know that. And here comes two of my favorite brushes from Cool Cos. One is a little fan brush here, which I like for applying like highlighter on like my cheeks and also my nose and stuff like that. And then there's also the large fan brush, which I like for contouring or stuff like that. These are just my favorite brushes from Cool Cos, and they're so nice and soft and beautiful. I love them. Then we've got the Kabuki brush, as you can see, great for traveling once again because it's petite, and I know that this one is made from goat hair, so it's really nice and soft. Then I've got the foundation brush, and honestly I don't really like these kind of foundation brushes, so I never ever use this one. I've never used it. And then there's the angular blush brush, which I like for blush because it's got a really nice shape. I also like it for contouring and bronzing. A blending brush, once again, it really reminds me of the eye sweep brush from Bobbi Brown. So once again, I like to use it for sweeping on a lot of eyeshadow onto my eyelids. And here's the angular foundation brush, and I don't know why they call it angular because it's very flat and straight, as you can see, but it's the angular foundation brush, and once again, I've never really used this one. Another definer brush here, which is totally flat, as you can see, and very thin as well. Great for, once again, touching up around the lip area or the under eye area, whatever. This one, I'm not sure what it's called, but I really like this one for concealer. Actually, it's got the right density. And here's another one of the blending brushes. This one is a bit bigger, and I actually like to use it for like highlighting because it's got a really nice size. It's a bit tapered here at the end, as you can see, so I like that. It's a great brush. And the last brush is the powder brush, and as you can see, it's just a big round kind of like dome-shaped brush. Let me just say sorry if I speak really quickly, but there's so many brushes to go through, and I'm just like, I just want to be like precise about all of the descriptions and so on, but yeah, there's a lot to go through. The next brush brand is Zoeva, and I must say Zoeva, I'm not sure how to pronounce that name actually, has become my favorite brush brand. Honestly, they are on point. There's not one single brush from them that I don't like, so they're incredible. And once again, Zoeva, they do this really nice thing where you can buy kind of like brush sets. And I bought the rose gold luxury brush set right here, and as you can see, it's rose gold. It is so freaking adorable and pretty, and I love it, and I love rose gold, and it was just so pretty, I couldn't resist. But it came with all of these brushes, and I'm just quickly going to go through them. It came with the 106 powder brush, great for powder obviously. The 142 concealer buffing concealer. I like to use this specific brush for my cream shadows or my paint pots, just to use them as bases, so that's really good for that job. And then I've got the 227 Luxe Soft Definer. This one kind of reminds me of the 217 blending brush from MAC, but this is just a bit bigger and a bit more fluffier if you ask me. Then we've got the 317 wing liner. I also like to use this one for my brows. And then we've got the 110 face shape. I don't really use this one that much though, maybe for concealer, something like that. Then we've got the 127 Luxe Sheer Cheek. I love this one for my blush. And the last one in that set is the 102 Silk Finish, which is made for foundation. And I love to use it for blending in my foundation if I want a really flawless, high coverage foundation look. And then they also came with the complete eye set, which came with all of these brushes, and it is the best. Seriously, I have never ever once regretted buying this. This was amazing, and it's such great value for the price. So once again, just to run through, this is the 234 Luxe Smoky shader brush. We've got the 224 Luxe Define Crease, great little crease brush actually if you want to be a bit more precise. We've got the 227 Luxe Soft Definer as the other one. From the Rose Gold set, we've got the 226 Smudger, great for smudging the under eye if you're using like Kajal liner or something like that. We've got the 231 Luxe Petite Crease, great for once again crease work, and if you want to do a cut crease, and this one is a bit more tight in its hairs as well, love that one. We've got the 237 Detail Shader, great for like shading and stuff like that. And we've got the 228 Crease Brush, which is one of my absolute favorite crease brushes because it's kind of like tapered at the end as well, just love it. We've got the 230 Luxe Pencil, a great pencil brush, once again for highlighting, whatever, detail work. 142 Concealer Buffer as the other one from the Rose Gold set. We've got the 315 Fine Liner brush, which is great for if you want to do a wing liner because it's got kind of like a shape or angle to it, as you can see. Then we've got the 317 wing liner, once again the same one as in the Rose Gold set. And the last one is the 322 brow liner, which is really great for like if you want to precise your brows and stuff like that. So a really nice set. I love it! And the last brush from Zoeva is just one that I bought like individually, and this one is called 104 Buffer, and this is so great for buffing in foundation, and I love it. I've already used it several times. I just cleaned it, so it's very nice and clean, but it's just great for buffing in foundation. Next, I want to show you my 3 Sigma brushes. I haven't really tried that many brushes from Sigma. I have to try some more from Sigma. The first one here is the Sigma Buff and Blend E39. One of the best blending brushes ever. Just saying, it is amazing. The next one here is the 3D HD Precision, which is great for concealer work and also for cream shadows. And the last one here is the 3D HD Kabuki brush. I haven't really used this one yet, but I think it's going to be great for foundation maybe, but it's got kind of like a weird like diamond shape to it. It's kind of weird, so I'm not quite sure how to use it actually. Let me know if you know how to use this one. Then I've got two Nars brushes, obviously my lovely Ita or ITA brush. I love it so much, great for contouring. And the other one is one that it came with an eyeshadow set. I can't remember which one it was, but it's called number 3. And I don't really ever use it. Then some weeks ago, Sedona Lace was so kind to reach out to me and send me some brushes. They sent me the Midnight Lace synthetic brush set, which came with 4 like face brushes. The first one here is my favorite from the collection. It is the 928 brush, which is great for foundation. Then we've got the 480, which is also for foundation. We've got the 602, which I love for blending in like my what's it called, cream contour. Just so good because it's got an angle to it. And the last one is a little kabuki brush, which is called, don't you have a number? Oh, it doesn't have a number. Oh, but it looks like this. It's a very nice little one, and it comes in a little sweet bag as well. I like that. And I've also got 4 brushes from Urban Decay. All of these brushes came with some of the palettes. I've got the Urban Decay shadow brush here, which came with the, was it number 2 or number 1 palette? I can't remember, like the Naked palettes. And then we've got the Urban Decay Naked 3 brush here. As you can see, a like duo-ended brush. And then one more from the Vice 2, also duo-ended. And the last one from the Naked 2 palette, which is also duo-ended. I like these ones, but I hardly ever use them, and I don't know why, because they're actually really great. Then I've got some long brushes here, and these are actually made for like painting, so they're not like makeup brushes, but I like to use them for makeup brushes because they're very dense. And they've also got like this flat side to them, and they've got a lot of density in them, so they're just great for packing on like eyeshadow. And these are all from Søstrene Grene, and yeah, these are called 4.76, 5.98, 7.84 and 8.80. As I said, they're actually made for like painting, but you can also use them for makeup. Makeup is also painting, you know, kinda. Then I've got 2 Dior brushes, which are really expensive, but I like them. I just hardly ever use them anymore. This one is a one called, okay, it doesn't have a name, but I know that it's made for like foundation, and as you can see, it's kind of like angled as well. I really loved using it for my foundation because I really like to buff in my foundation once, but now I just hardly ever reach for it anymore because it's very dense and very tight in its hairs. But it's still a really pretty brush, and I really like the shape of it. And then I've got the Dior foundation brush, which is a flat one, and I never use it. Honestly, I never use it. One brush from M Cosmetics, which is a Danish brand. It is from Matas, and it is from their own brand, and it's the one called 01, which is a foundation, flat foundation brush. It's fine, but I never really use it anymore. 2 Clinique brushes. These are also foundation brushes. I like to use these for concealer actually, but I never really use them anymore, and I can't really remember where I got them from. I did not buy them, I know that, so I don't know. I've got one spoolie brush from e.l.f., which is the only e.l.f. brush that I've got. Let me know if e.l.f. brushes are good, because then I want to try out some more. And then I've got 3 brushes from Elizabeth Arden. These 2 are kind of like just eyeshadow brushes, great for packing on color. And this one is kind of like an angled powder brush, which is great for like bronzing up the face, and they're really good as well. And lastly, I've got 3 lovely brushes here from the brand called Nilens Jord, which is a Danish brand. The first one here is a powder brush, and that's kind of like retractable, as you can see, so you can kind of like have it with you on the go. Really great, and I love the packaging as well. Then we've got the Black Diamond powder brush called 105. I like to use this one for foundation because it's got a flat top and it's nice. And the last one is called Powder number 110. And once again, little kabuki brush is actually really big and fluffy and really lovely quality. Very soft. I feel like I've been talking for ages. I really hope that you found this video helpful. I really tried to be as informative as possible because, as I said, there was a lot of brushes to go through. I love my brush collection. I just really hope that all of my information and descriptions were informative, and please let me know by giving me some likes and comments and so on, and let me know if there's any brush brands that I haven't tried out yet that I should try. I always want to try out new products. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed the video. I love you guys so much.